add-ons screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you're a little quiet. Let me see if I.
It should work. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, so this session is about add-ons, and there are some similarities with packages from Python and R, but it works a little bit differently, I would say. So you see this session in the Matlab lessons on this left-hand side. I will now make this page a little bit bigger, like this, and maybe a little bit smaller as well. So we start like having this overview. So add-ons extend the capabilities of Matlab by providing additional functionality for specific tasks and applications. So it could be hardware devices that are included here. It could be, for example, GPU possibilities. Some other algorithms, interactive applications as well. And these could be available from MathWorks, but also from the global Matlab user community. So, you could also install such packages that has been developed by other users. Yes, products, applications, toolboxes, support packages. And if you want to have more information, you click this link, then you come to the MathWorks homepage. So after this session, we hope that you could navigate to toolboxes and add-ons, view this, and also install and use if you find something else that you need. So let's have a background first. In the Matlab, there is this add-ons manager. So you click this add-ons, and I could also start Matlab here in the background. So let's see, first I have Matlab R loaded. And if you wonder, this ML is the same as typing module list. So we see that Matlab is loaded. I will start a session, a graphical one, and doing like this. And I should also use this no threads. Or how do you usually put it? I always forget this command. Can you help me?
Sorry.
I can tell you.
Pardon?
What are you trying to?
It's a dash single.
Single thread.
Yes.
Single.
Dash single comp thread.
Comp we see capital threads. Yes, with thread with capital.
Yes.
Without s.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, but that's why you have to use to
Mhm.
do it. And there are possibilities to make aliases if you want to. That means that you can type something shorter to make Linux do something more complicated. But that's not what's into this course. But if you search for alias and Linux, then this will guide you. So we start Matlab in the background here. And what you typically do is to click this, and then you can browse the library add-ons, both to download, but what you will see first here is maybe something that you have already downloaded. So you can click, for instance, the add-on manager. This happens here. If you click manage add-ons, then you can see what's in here, and you can also manage like a uninstall, for instance. So you may see these dots on the right-hand side. if you click these, you will get some possibilities to what you want to do. Maybe updated to the latest version and such. With these big toolboxes here, I'm not sure if you can do this or if someone, maybe a system administrator has to do this, because I think some of these will be installed centrally in the HPC cluster and not in your local directory. Yeah, so if I click this add-ons, it may take some time. This is from UPPMAX. I've heard that my colleagues here, the teachers, say that this is faster at HPC2M and LUNARC. But we will get a new system at UPPMAX in a couple of months. So it will be faster by then. Okay, some recommended. You can also search here all different applications. So if you're into physics, for instance, you can look for that. You have engineering as well, signal processing, and more and more and more. Yes, and if I now click out, maybe I want to have this a little bit bigger. Yes, manage add-ons. So I showed. Yeah, it's still too large, small. I don't know why it doesn't. Yeah, now we can see everything. So if I click here, we can uninstall, open documentation, or view in the add on Explorer, where we can look at an overview, the functions that follows, and some examples, and in this case, there was also some kind of application. I will show that in a minute as well. Okay. Yes, so manage add-ons already downloaded. There are also possibility to package user-generated code as toolbox or applications. So if you yourself develop code and want to make a package, it's possible, and then you can upload it so that that your package can be downloaded by other users. And hardware-related support packages will not be focused now, but we focus on the upper part. Yes. So note, please, that very many packages are already included in the academic installation and license that we have on all our clusters. So we have products from Matlab and Simulink, and also, for instance, in physical modeling, but many other things. So some toolboxes are these parallel computing toolbox and parallel server that makes it possible for us to actually run parallel computing. We also have a deep learning toolbox, and we have too little time to actually show these things. But I think that this is included in the Matlab on Mondays that Rebecca told about this morning.
Yes, it will be, it's included in the second seminar.
Yeah, and also machine learning toolboxes. Simulink, you may have heard about. There we have some different things as well included. Okay. Yes, some toolboxes also provide a graphical user interface for their tool applications. So for instance, we have a deep network designer, curve fitter, deep learning toolbox, and other things. And what you do is that you go to the top of your Matlab window, click on apps, and there you can choose between different things. And also please note that there is this drop-down button here that opens up that there are like 100 installed different graphical user interfaces. And this was mentioned this morning, so you can work graphically, and this will also automatically generate code so that you can use it as scripts later on as well. Yes. But we won't cover the usage of the toolboxes here. Instead, it could be interesting to see how you install the add-ons. The principle here is that you, in the add-on explorer, like I have here, you have this search for add-ons, and there you can type what you're looking for, and then you just continue and click, and after a while you can install your the package that you're interested in. And this will land in this Matlab folder called Matlab add-ons in your home folder. So when it's in this part, it should be also possible to run directly if you don't need, if you don't need to run an installation file, that is. But most often it's possible to run directly because this folder is already in the path. So so it doesn't really matter where in what folder you are in your Matlab environment. You can always reach this the functions that goes here. Yes. For more information about the specific support package install location, see the documentation of the package. I should also say that to be able to install a package, you need to use the email for a personal MathWorks account. This was also mentioned this morning, that it's good to have this because then you will get a newsletter as well about the courses going on in Sweden and other things. Sometimes if you install an add-on, it might require some more work, but then I suggest you to look at the MathWorks page on getting these add-ons and learn there for specific cases. So I continue with a demo, and I just chose something called Claremar F or Claremar filter. It doesn't matter what it does, it's just an example. So I search for Claremar F here in the add-ons. And let's take this upper, learning the Claremar filter. Click this. Can I look at the documentation? We have some overview. We have just one function, Claremar F. And I'm not sure exactly what it does, but we see that it seems to be quite old. So it's not that certain that it will run in a good way. We also have some reviews and discussions, but let's skip that for now. So what were we?
If you really want one to download, there's it's fairly quick and not particularly complicated to install the Google Earth extension, if
Aha.
you really have an example.
Okay, that could be tried out by the user maybe in the exercise.
Mhm.
I will continue on this track right now.
Yeah.
So first I will just check this, if I can run this Claremar F. And it says unrecognized function or variable Claremar F. So it's not in the path, so we can't use it right now. And it's also because we haven't installed it. But now we go to the add button and add to Matlab and also add to path because that makes it easy to just run directly. So I click this one and it asks for my email. And you need to remember your password. And see if it was this one. I used it yesterday, but I may have forgotten. Yes, I did. Okay. Okay. Of course, I forgot it right now. But I have the answer. You do this, and then you type your email address and then connect to your Mathwest account. Then installation will start, and it will end up in this Matlab add-ons folder. And note that in Linux, when you have space, you have to escape with this backslash. So instead of just the Matlab and the blank space, you have to add this backspace as well, then add-ons. And then we see that this Kalman F goes into this directory and it's sorted as a function. You see also that at an earlier occasion, I installed something called efficient grib1 data reader, and that ended up in the collections. And so it can be sorted in different ways depending on what type of package it is. Here we see that we have some C library or C code and some things here. Yes. In the function, we see that we have a Kalman F Matlab function or file. Yes, so evidently this is a function. And yeah, now we can test Kalman F. And in this case, well, it answers that we have something because Kalman F understands that it requires this version 1 to be enabled. And that's off-topic thing. This was just an example. So, yes. So that ends my lecture here. But the key points are here, and there is time for exercises. And questions, of course. So we will end the recording here, or at least cut it out. See if you want to have something to ask. Mm. So have anyone used the toolboxes a lot here in the room?
Not recently. I have used the parallel toolbox, of course, and maybe one or two others, but very rarely and not recently.
Mm. Yeah, so for this Grib thing, I think I downloaded that very long time ago after I tried myself first, but then I saw that, okay, one can download actually something that other people have developed already. So it's good to check what's out there before you try to code yourself something.
Downloaded the one for Google Earth, but I didn't get around to playing around with it.
Mm.
But it's supposed to give you, if I remember correctly, it's supposed to be supposed to give you access to Google Map images.
Yes. Yeah, and I think I tried that in a GIS course as well. So there are some these kinds of plugins as well. Plugins, add-ons. Same. Mm.
So are we taking a break until 3:05?
Yes, that's the plan. Unless we have questions. Yes, I should say that there are three sections or three sessions in parallel. I can show